Welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. This is a collective convo. We're going to talk about understanding our feelings. Okay? Real quick. I've been saying this a lot in other videos here and there, so I wanted to put it here as a whole thing. Feelings are not something to be afraid of. I was diagnosed with bipolar for having feelings a long time ago, and I was like, what? So if that's you, yeah, you're supposed to have feelings. There's a stigma against, mental illness and also feelings in our society, especially if you're a masculine person. Like, if you're a masculine presenting human, then yeah, you're definitely not allowed to have feelings. Women, which is it's so funny because the patriarch has that, right? Like, women are so emotional. Bitch, are you serious? This place is so ass backwards. We have men in charge of the entire planet, and look at how things are going. And the feeling that brings up in me is rage. Okay? So, we got Newfound Glory. We've got Newfound Glory here, and listening to their covers. Newfound Glory has the best punk covers, in my opinion. Well, maybe not the best, but consistently putting out new shit, I would say. Anyway, and I don't know if they're even still anyway. All right, feelings. I mentioned earlier in our get off of this table. Do not get on this table. What do you want? I have this pain in my side today. It's not Nile either. It's like a literal pain in my side. Why are you being what's up? What do you need from me? You want to spin? I'll put your shit on. When you have feelings, they are your internal compass, your body telling you what's up. It's a way of your body communicating to you. It's the way that you feel. And we've been so disconnected by design of the systems to not allow feelings to flow, not allow ourselves to even sit in feelings, understand ourselves, understand why we feel a certain way. And this is really this is probably one of the most important, like a cornerstone concept to doing shadow work and daily decolonizing, is understanding that your feelings don't necessarily define who you are. They're just, it's a communication system. It's a compass. If you're feeling pissed off, then it's because you know that you deserve better, or you know that you got fucked over or something is unjust or unjust. Fucked up, I guess. If you're feeling sad, it's because something happened to make you feel sad. It's totally fine to keep, that means that your heart has the ability to feel, right? And there's nothing to be ashamed about when it comes to feelings. However, when our feelings dictate our behavior and our behavior is harmful, then that's when the problems come, okay? That's why my ass got 5150, because I just wanted to fucking fight everybody. I was so pissed off. Anyway, destructive. I was a very destructive person at one point in time. I've calmed my tits since, because I don't, I understand now, and I've given myself the grace of allowing feelings to flow. Think of it like the waves of the ocean. Sometimes you feel sad, sometimes you feel happy, sometimes you feel pissed, sometimes you feel elated, whatever the fuck it is. But just recognize that your feelings are supposed to change, right? And I'm not talking about like romantic feelings for someone. That there's a connotation there too. I'm talking about within you, as you navigate the world around you and you see things that make you excited or make you think about things, or that's how your body works. Your body is supposed to feel feelings, okay? And I think as this all goes together, right? It goes with decolonizing, it goes with shadow work, because a lot of shadow work stems from us having a feeling and someone outside of us being like, that's not okay for you. And then from that point on, not allowing ourselves to feel that feeling again because we were told it's not okay. There was shame associated with how you felt at one point, and then from that point on, your entire life up until you're watching this video maybe became you hiding how you truly feel about something. Okay? Fuck those people. All right? But okay, so that's like the shadow work. The inner child too is all of those feelings happen when you're young, and that's when your parents, caregivers, teachers, peers, whatever, siblings. My biggest bully was my sibling growing up. She made fun of me for everything, for fucking everything, pooping, everything I did. And then when I was like 24, she was like, your toes are fat. Like, she's still like, this is why I don't talk to my family. No wonder I had an eating disorder. Your toes are fat? Really? Anyway, I'm still pissed about that. With good reason, because I never got an apology, which I'm never expecting. You know, to each good riddance, bye. As long as you're not in my energy, I don't care. So that's the thing. When you are older, you can look after your younger self and cut those people out. If they're still in your life at this point, or whatever point you are on your journey. Part of the reclamation of your own agency is allowing yourself to feel, and to not be afraid of how you feel. You know, I think especially, let's talk about love quick. When people get heartbroken, when your heart breaks, when someone doesn't treat you the way you want them to treat you because you feel a certain way about them, it doesn't necessarily need to be romantic, but let's keep it real. Everyone has dealt with heartbreak before, so why not? Let's talk about it. When you are doing your shadow work, instead of projecting onto yourself the feelings of inadequacy or of I'm not good enough. I was in that space a lot at the end of my marriage. Because I was like, why would you cheat on me? Like, what did I do? Like, I'm not good enough. And then I saw a very wise woman say, girls, women, that has nothing to do with you. And that point, and you can like put a pin, that point in my life was like, oh shit, you're right. That has fucking nothing to do with me. I'm a badass bitch. Hot as fuck. Super cool. Always understanding. That man is a fucking weirdo. Okay. So, you know, and then once you reclaim that for yourself, you also have to be, you know, careful that you're not like big ass head in your ego, right? Like, I am better than everyone. No. But you are worthy of receiving what you give, for sure, right? So if you're a faithful, caring, loving, thoughtful person, you deserve to receive that, right? And the feelings of anger or jealousy or all of the shadowy or, you know, undesired feelings, again, they're just feelings. Let them flow in like waves and breathe them out. Breathe them in, breathe them out. And this happens, you know, when you're more aware, when you're self-aware of who you are, of how your system works, of the things that you care about, right? Your foundational moral and ethic ways of existing, right? Like what you know to be right, what you know to be wrong, what you know to be fair. When you're working from that place and you're still getting people coming into your energy who are not treating you like that, that's going to bring up feelings of anger or resentment towards the other person. Again, in that space when those feelings arise, if you have the capacity, you know, I think the generations coming have done this. Boomers for sure were never taught this ever, never, ever. And they were all conceived during a war, right? That's an important thing to remember about that generation. The baby boom was when these men came home from World War II. So think about that conception. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Like, it has something to do with this conversation. But think about everything is energy. So if you're fighting a war and then you go home and, you know, make babies, what kind of energy is conceived? So all that to say is that these new generations, yes, we exist in different times, and war is a constant. Genocide is a constant. Capitalism is also a constant for now. All of those for now, right? Because we're learning how to carry ourselves different and how to be in relationship with each other differently. And all that to say is, like, these generations, from again, nothing is a monolith, but what I've seen is that millennials and everyone who's come after us are much more self-aware, much more open to holding ourselves accountable for, you know, and I'm talking like millennials, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, right? I mean, they're still little, but because of the way that we've shifted in our own lives, that has that ripple effect of how we are. We love Macklemore. Anyway, feeling your feelings is important. And we've been encouraged to not even just push them down, but to mute them with addiction, right? Very real. Been there, done that. Still probably dealing with it in some ways. Addiction as a whole, right? As a cycle. I'm not just talking about like one addiction or the other, but addiction is it's your body, it's your mind's way of, it's a teamwork thing, right? But it's a need for approval, essentially. And what I mean by that is that when you go to something consistently over time to make you feel better, and it becomes something that you absolutely need, right, in an addiction, instead of just feeling a feeling, being like, you know, having the ability to, what's the word, reflect, process, right? Processing has become a huge part of the collective lexicon, which is very new, right? We didn't have language for how to do these things, again, because our parents didn't have it either. They were told to shut up. They told us to shut up. You know, you're not to be heard. You know, you're an inconvenience. Your feelings are inconveniencing me, and now I'm pissed. Look at what you made me do, right? And then we embodied that, right? And we were like, okay, well, look at what you made me do, or look at what, you know, whatever your addiction is. Look at what you made me do. Instead of being like, you know, and that's okay. I know I'm all over the place. So that's part of, you want that one again? Everybody went downtown again? Don't stand in front of the thingy. I can't get it, bro. Please get your body off of my table desk. Thank you. It's a table desk. I'm almost done with, no, don't be a butt. You're making me feel mad. Not that mad, but you know I don't want you to do that, so don't do it. You going back outside? Alright. I'm gonna be in here for a minute. You be nice to those doggos. Yes. Alright. Oh, shit. This really sharp pain. I hope I'm not having a heart attack. Are we all going out? I don't really want to go outside. Okay, fine. I'll go first. I can't see you guys at all. Now I gotta go find some shade. I'm gonna finish this up though. So inner child work, shadow work, daily decolonizing, all of it. Having compassion for the people who, you know, modeled their own behavior and taught you to not have feelings and stuff. That doesn't mean you need to stay open to allowing that, but it does mean that, you know, once you get yourself into a place of understanding why you work the way you do, there's a fuzzy on there, you can have compassion for why others do that too. So in this new year coming, I hope that we can all start to work through our own feelings. I think the world would be a lot better if we were able to, you know, acknowledge our own feelings instead of, Mar, come here. You are not Marley, but hi. Hey, girlfriend. Daya. You're a big girl. Oh gosh, the whole team is coming over. But yeah, I think the world would be a lot better of a place if we stop projecting. What are we doing with that rock? Thank you. Oh, your breath stinks. Projecting our feelings onto others and just took the moment to acknowledge our own. And oh, hello, witch dog, my friends. That was kind of gross. And oh my god. Get your butt out of my face. Okay, I'm feeling overwhelmed right now with the love. Mar, come here. Come here. Come here. All right. It's okay to have feelings, right, Wishtalk? Wishtalk has feelings, and he's very vocal about them, right? Wishtalk. Come here, Daya. You want to get in here? Cameo. These are my bubbies. Daya's huge. All right. I will see y'all. Oh, I don't think Woodstock knows he's a human. Or opposite of that. I don't think Woodstock knows he's a dog, right? You act like a human. All right. I'll see y'all later. But yeah, work on just doing some simple practices of like allowing your body to communicate with you, because your feelings and emotions are valid, and you are, there's nothing wrong with you for having them, you know? They are there to tell you. I have a big pain in my side. Look at his eyes. You got grumpy eyes. They're there to tell you when you're not being treated correctly, or if you are. I mean, we already all understand happiness, so I mean, I'm talking mostly about like the shadow aspects, right? Feelings that people have. Hey, whoa, be careful. Hey, Niall. Yeah, good idea. Come over here. Don't let anyone tell you that you are not allowed to feel a certain way. And trust that you are feeling a certain way for a reason, and try to find that reason. And then when you find that reason, be like, oh, okay, cool, moving on. Have a good one, y'all.